It was October 1965 that it happened. Thursday the 21st to be exact. I'd planned to spend a long weekend at my parents' house in Shaftesbury in Dorset. It's where I'd grown up. I'd left my flat in Barnes, southwest London, and driven west on the A30 past Heathrow, and then on to the A303 and down past Stonehenge, all pretty uneventful, really. And then about a half a mile from the foot of Semley Hollow. If you're from the area, you know it. It's a long, steep, twisting hill that leads up into Shaftesbury. A car came up behind me. It was going very quickly and its headlights were switched to main beam. And then it stuck right on my tail. Made no attempt to overtake, even though the road was clear. I accelerated a little bit because I needed some space between the two cars, and that meant I took that first bend on Semley Hollow a little bit too quickly. Nevertheless, I got round okay, and I accelerated up a straight stretch leading to the next tight bend, and then, to my horror, I saw in the middle of the road this old man standing there. He was bending over. I think he must have been trying to pick something up from the tarmac. My foot hit that brake pedal so hard, the tyres screeched. And I braced myself because I was convinced that guy behind, he was going to ram right into the back of me. The engine stalled. I sat there in perfect silence. The only thing I could hear was a ticking from the engine as it was cooling down. I reached into the glove compartment to find the torch that I carry with me, and I opened the car door and I stepped out warily because I had no idea what I was about to find. I moved around to the front of the car and bent down and shone the beam from the torch underneath the car. And I saw nothing. No old man lying there, dead or alive. I stood up and I walked slowly to the back of the car, looking for damage. And again I saw nothing. No car crumpled into the back of my car, no driver dead or alive. I leant against the body of my car, shaking, wondering what on earth had happened, wondering, in fact, whether anything at all had happened. And as I was walking slowly back to my driver's door, the beam from the torch picked up something glinting from the middle of the road, and I walked over, bent down, and I picked up a heavy gold bracelet. It is the snake biting its tail. I later found out it's called the Ouroboros. And as I grasped this bracelet, it felt warm, almost as if it had, in that moment, just fallen from the wearer's wrist. And that warmth seeped into my hands and then up through my arms, and I knew straight away that I was about to pass out. So I lowered myself slowly to the tarmac, and almost immediately the darkness engulfed me. And that single event in October 1965 left me at the age of 72 being accused by the police of not one but 3 brutal murders. Murders which I know I did not commit. And you can read all about them in this book, The Snake That Bites Its Tail, by Bob Farrand. It's currently available at a discounted price on lovereading.co.uk. It's also available from Amazon as a paperback and an e-reader, and every penny this book earns for the author is donated to the JDRF, the Junior Diabetes Research Foundation. It does such great things for young kids with type 1 diabetes. I hope you enjoy The Snake That Bites Its Tail.